What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to a Pew Deals review. This is the Palmetto State Armory Dagger full size after 1 year. And disclaimer, I hate editing, so this is going to be one take and we're just going to wing it. So I love spending my time building the website and doing that kind of stuff and not trying to look good for the camera. So let's dive into it. So everyone knows by now the Palmetto State Armory Dagger is a Gen 3 Glock 19 clone with just a couple things different. For example, the trigger here as well. And going through this today, I want to talk about how I got into it, where I'm at today, and kind of some things I learned along the way and some experiences I had. So let's give a little preface first as to who I am and my experience. So I am not military at all. I am a developer who loves firearms and all things to do with the Second Amendment and really enjoy getting out to the range and shooting and hunting and all that kind of stuff. So the Dagger for me was my first PSA pistol that I have bought, and to be honest, actually my first PSA firearm altogether. Most of my rifles are other brands. So diving into this guy, I came in pretty fresh to it. I've owned a bunch of guns throughout my lifetime from all sorts of different brands, everything from cheap, inexpensive tourist guns all the way up to H&K and all that kind of stuff. So I've got a pretty good gamut across the board of what's out there. And to be honest, I was pretty impressed with it straight out of the gate for the price point. Of course, it's not as slick and sleek as something that is, a very high-end Gucci Glock, but you're also coming in at a very, very attractive price point. I paid $379 for this right at a year ago, and that was with 10 17-round Magpul magazines. And some people, let's just go ahead and talk about the magazine for just a second. Some people have talked about the magazines as though they are not that great of quality. These look still brand new. I do clean them after I shoot a lot with them. But I also dry fire in my garage every single day, and while I do have a pad down to absorb that initial impact, these guys bounce around and bounce all over the concrete in my garage, and I never have had an issue with them. So I think they run great, and I have no problems there at all. Cool thing about the Dagger versus, for example, going out and buying a Glock is this guy, right now, if you just get the bare bones pistol, it's going to be an RMR cut. This is doctor cut. It's obviously a year old, so the industry is shifting towards RMR. But the pistol by itself at $380 was with 10 magazines. Without that, you're looking at about $270 to $300, depending on the day of the week and how you catch their sales. And that is going to be pistol with magazine, whatever color scheme you want. They've got a few different options. Suppressor height sights and threaded barrel, and it comes with a case as well, which is great if you need one, but most people really don't use them. And that is a pretty darn good bargain for what you get. Getting into the pistol itself, I threw a Vortex Venom 3 MOA red dot on it, and I picked up a Crimson Trace CMR 207 for $53 from Battlehawk Armory back when they were clearing these things out. It's a great light laser combo, and obviously at that price, really great. Holster-wise, this guy, I wanted to get a Bravo concealment holster and run it just like I do my EDC, which is a Smith & Wesson Shield. And unfortunately, it didn't fit very well into the Bravo concealment holster. I ended up actually boiling that holster and then wrapping the gun in saran wrap and shoving it in there. And it was a huge mess, and I didn't really like how it ended up. So the Blackhawk Series L2C holster is what I ended up going with, and I have had flawless performance out of it. This particular one at a year old, I don't really use it with that because it has the light on it. But I have another full-size Dagger that I run with this at the range and for dry firing in my garage now. This guy's kind of just hanging out in my bedroom. So no issues there whatsoever. Great holster, fits really well. It also fits a Taurus TX22, which is kind of nice if you're at the range just running drills. And then also, since the barrel is threaded, I have a CGS Mod 9 full-size that I just throw on there and keep it a little bit more hearing safe. So that works as well. Now, the good and the bad. The good is that the gun shoots great. It was really easy to zero in with the optic. It's held really well. The bad is that if you look here on the back of my laser training cartridge, if my camera will focus, probably won't, I train with this guy a lot, and I've actually worn through a couple of these on the back. And cool thing about it is it really works, and it's really great for helping you dial in your draw cycle and really get on target and all that fun stuff. The downside of that is I firmly believe that your striker hits the back of this guy harder than it does the primer on a bullet. And I did break one of the guide rods. Not a guide rod. I broke one of the strikers on the dagger. And I did file a warranty claim with PSA. They sent me a new one right out, and everything has been fine since. But I did also buy some extras just in case I happened to snap one at a very inopportune time. I've heard some rumblings online that tends to be more common, but honestly, I think it's because I'm using a training cartridge a lot, as well as going to the range a lot. So all in all, there is a few little bits of wear that have started to creep up. And by the way, the old applicable show everyone it's clear. But I do have a little bit of wear here on the barrel, which is to be expected. And if you can see it, probably can't, it's really slight, but the Cerakote has started to wear ever so slightly on the front. Other than that, this guy has been absolutely rock solid. I now own several of them. I keep buying them when they go on sale. I really enjoy them. So in a nutshell, that is the PSA Dagger. I think, personally, my opinion, and Palmetto State hasn't paid me to say any of this. I do have an affiliate link with them, but I have bought all of these with my own money. I think it's the best value out there for a pistol. If you're looking to get into it, that's the way that I would go. So that is my quick once over of 1 year of ownership with the PSA Dagger. And yeah, if you're interested, subscribe. Let's build this thing up. Go check out Pew Deals as well. I'm curating deals every day. It's me and my garage, as you see, building this thing like Americans should, just getting in there and getting dirty. So thank you all very much, and look forward to bringing more content. Have a great day.